called Sam, my favorite Sam in Taipei. Yeah, guys. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing tonight? You're so... So a little bit of self-introduction. My name is Chiu Ka-Un. It's a real name. It's a Taiwanese name. Chiu is my last name, and Ka-Un is my first name. Just call me Kevin. It's easier. But if you want to respect Taiwanese culture and be very local, you can call me Jew. It's my last name. So my dad is a Jew. My mom is a Jew. Basically, my whole family is a bunch of Jews. And also, we don't do Christmas. Sam told me to open with Jew jokes always. Oh man. Yeah, so we have what? Any Taiwanese in the house? It's like three Taiwanese in the house, right? Or is it more? Is there any Taiwanese guy in the house? Cool, just me. I mean, come on, Taiwanese is so left out. Even in Taiwan, we're still the minority. Yeah, man. And most of the comic in Taiwan are white people. And it actually makes sense because white people have been talking shit in Asia ever since the colonization. And actually, compared to the comedians today, I actually like the old colonizing white people more. Because they gave us Jesus, which is a decent joke. Now I see why people call me Jew. Yeah, as you can see, doing English stand-up is a little bit hard for me because I grew up learning English the American way, which is not learning it. Just pretend you're good, and one day you might be the president. I've never been to USA. I've never. Everything I know about Americans, I learned it from BoJack Horseman. And now I meet the real Americans. I like the TV show better. And this is my problem. I watch too many American stuff, and the more I watch it, the more westernized I am. And to be honest, it got a little bit out of control. Like I start to shower in the morning. I start to pretend that I know things and be skeptical about everything so that people don't know that I'm dumb. And worst of all is that I just realized all of the girls I've dated before were Taiwanese. I have yellow fever now. I lived my whole life without knowing I'm a Ching-Chong lover. By the way, I actually really love Ching-Chong, the word. I mean, it's not offensive to me, it's just funny. Because nobody knows what it means. Like, it's not even a word. Like, in Chinese, it can either be 精忠, loyal and faithful, or it can be 清肠, colon cleansing. I mean, as a racial slur, it is pretty versatile. And also hygiene. Oh man. And I've never been to US, but I once lived in Europe for like 6 months. And I noticed there's a lot of cultural difference compared to Taiwan. Like I noticed in Europe, there's a kind of service where you can pay to be spanked and dominated. In a German dungeon, kind of like this now.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm glad to see, but there's no need. Because when I just found out, I was so confused and kind of shocked. Because in Taiwan, spanking and domination is a free service. We call it childhood. Or in Hong Kong, we call it politics. Very different. Very different. I really like this kind of cultural stuff and also history. Any history fans in the house? What? Nerds? Cool. Bunch of nerds. I really love history, man. My favorite part of history is the age of the discovery. Very nice. Because the whole era is about 3 things. White guys going abroad, teaching English. History repeats itself, man. Oh, yeah. And also history make me me understand Taiwan more actually, because for example, Taiwanese people love to play this game called escaping game. You guys know that game? Like you're locked in a room and then you gotta figure out how to get out, and then the clock is ticking, you're so stressful, and you're fighting with your girlfriend, and then you feel like a dumb piece of shit. And then after you finally got out of the room, you pay. And the game is invented by Asian. What the fuck? I don't get it, I just don't get it. But then I read some Taiwanese history, I was like, oh, because it makes sense. Because we've been escaping ever since 1949. Literally the whole country escaped China. The whole country. And we still pay to China too. Makes sense. Yeah, man. So very quick, before I go off stage, can I just say something real quick? Like people, can we stop pretending that Asians don't look the same? We all look the same. Even I cannot tell the difference. Like last night I was watching the movie Crazy Rich Asians, and I cried so hard because I thought it was my ex-girlfriend on the street. Not Constance Wu, Jimmy O Yang. Yeah, she's hot, she's hot. Yeah, man, we all look the same, man. Last night I saw a hot white chick going out with an ugly Asian dude. I was like, fuck, that girl can't even tell which one is ugly. We all look the same. Yeah. I like this girl so much, because this is mutual. My guys look the same too. Like sir, for example, sorry.
Oh no! Sorry.
No offense.
You're not sorry.
No, it's okay. You look like Ryan Gosling to me.
Okay. You said sorry.
No offense. And I would sir you too, right there. Yeah. And you too. You look like Ryan Gosling. I hate Ryan Gosling. Because who the heck is it me? So look at me, I'm Deadpool. What an asshole. I can see some of the Ryan Gosling fans like, shut up, Chiu!